Hello, everybody. Welcome to our live demo today. My name is Anna. I will be your host. And with us, we have Sarah DonDero, and she is a fantastic calligraphy artist. And we will be doing calligraphy on a watercolor landscape background today. We're very excited. I see some hellos from Minnesota, West Virginia. Good morning, Llama. All right, Sarah, I'm going to let you take it away, and we can jump right in. We're very excited.
Hey everybody, I'm Sarah. I'm from Rhode Island. I'm going to show you how to do a nice landscape on here, and then we're going to add a little bit of lettering. So let's get to it. I'm going to start with this 1-inch mop brush by KingArt because I want to create a lot of water on here.
So I love the Christmassy tape too. Is everyone in the mood for the holidays?
Yes, this tape is by Lettering by Karen. Very fun. She does a lot of different rolls. So I'm just really saturating that paper. Can you see all the water on there? I just want it nice and wet.
Kind of has like a shine to it. Is that a good consistency you want the water to be at?
Yes. You don't want too much, but you definitely want enough. And then I'm going to be using my Etcher watercolors here. So I'll move this forward. Good. Oh no. Oh, sorry. Dropped my iPad.
That's all right. Someone says, yes, bring on the Christmas vibes.
Yes. So I'm going to use this color is actually yellow. And then I'm going to use my Prussian purple, which is right over here. Royal purple and a yellowish orangish, and we're going to use those to create the background. Okay. So I'm going to start with the purple. Take a little bit on the brush. I'm just going to do one pass. Then I'm going to add some water to my brush, do another pass. I'm going to keep doing that just to lighten the color up a little bit. Then I'm just going to bring this all the way down. See, it'll get lighter as we go down. Nice. There's a bit too much water up here, so I'm just going to take some of that off with my brush.
Do you have an example of what you're doing, where we're going towards?
I do. I have two. It looks like I just have one.
That's okay.
So this purple is going to be lighter at the top, and then that will be more of where it fades, where the suns come down. So I'm going to just dry this quickly with my heat gun.
Thank you for joining us today. If you guys haven't tried calligraphy, this is a great opportunity for you to learn some tips and tricks about calligraphy. Today, Sarah's showing us how to create a background. So if you're thinking about making some cards for the holidays or just birthday cards in general, this is what you can start with. And she'll also be showing us a few lettering tricks as we progress into our demo. So we have our first layer down. It looks so great. Did everyone have a great holiday? Some people maybe didn't celebrate the holidays. How's it going around everybody? Oh, we're still drying. I'm going to go ahead and post Sarah's Instagram into the chat so you guys can check out her work.
That's nice and dry. So now we're going to come in with the yellow, which does look a bit orange, but it's okay. I like that. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to start at the bottom. And this time I'm not going to add water first. I'm just going to start pulling that color up.
Oh, those colors look so good together.
I'm just going to add a little bit more. Just going to blend it out a little bit. And it's okay if it's a little streaky. It does just add to the sky. So if it's a little bit of streaks, it's okay.
So you're kind of blending the two colors together?
Yes, so that this color's darker here and this one's darker here, and they kind of come together in the middle. So I'm just going to dry this quickly with my heat gun.
So Sarah has another mini workshop that you guys can jump in now and sign up for it if you're already enjoying this little demo. The mini workshop will be more focused on calligraphy, and it is on December 21st at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that is going to be really awesome. It's a 90-minute class, and basically Sarah will walk you through and you can follow along with her.
We have our background. So now we're going to add some mountains in. And normally people use black or gray or brown, but I thought I would go with some blue for fun. The first layer we actually want to be pretty transparent. Don't want a ton of color. And the mountains are pretty abnormal, so you can kind of just drag your brush down just like that. And those are like the little ridges. Just pull this color down a little bit. You don't want to pull it all the way across because we're going to do some more mountains. So it's good to have a direction and know I want one here, one across here, because we don't want the lines to be visible throughout. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more color to the top here. And then I'm actually going to wash my brush off, get rid of some of the water, and just brush this along here because I do want the mountains to be a little sharper at the edges. So I'm just pulling that color down. I'm going to wash that off again. Kind of pushing the dark up. Okay. I'm going to take my paper towel and just dab this right here.
One of our viewers just said you're like a watercolor Bob Ross.
Oh my God, I love that. All right,
it is fantastic.
We're going to dry this one a little bit.
I posted Sarah's Instagram, let her be seen if you want to follow her.
Thank you. I got a little bit more color on my brush this time because we want this to be a little bit darker. And again, the shapes of a mountain are irregular, so don't worry about it being perfect. You can kind of just pull your brush down. And whatever shapes you get, that's what you get, and that's fine. I'm going to add a little more color to that. Because again, I do want it to be darker than this one because this mountain is closer than this one.
So darker as you move forward?
As you get closer, yes.
And someone says you have better hair than Bob Ross.
Oh my God, thank you. I don't know, Bob Ross has some pretty nice hair.
You guys are great. Keep the comments coming along. It's so fun to share those when Sarah's painting.
So I'm going to do the same thing I did before where I'm kind of just trying to make a dark edge where the mountain ends. And by doing that, I'm just keeping my brush clean and just making sure there's not too much water and just kind of pulling that down. So every now and then I'm just washing my brush off, getting rid of some of the excess water. And see, you get that nice line there. And again, I'm going to just take my paper towel and just dab some of that off. And that's okay if you dab a little too much off. You can go back in and just pull some of that down. Okay, I'm going to dry that off. And see, this kind of ran a little bit, so this must not have been completely dry when I put this down. But that's okay, we can fix that too.
If you guys are following along, make sure you use #@yourstudio to share your work with us on Instagram or Facebook.
So I'm gonna just try to fix that, make more of a line there by adding some water, just dabbing that off. It's a little bit better. Okay, now we're gonna add a lot of pigment from the paint to our brush because we want this one to be the darkest. Okay, that is pretty dark. That looks good so far. I might want this one to come up a little bit higher.
So you can still make those adjustments as you're going along?
Yeah, because I kind of want it to look like more like a valley here. But the
It already
difficulties
looks
with
so cool.
the difficulties with the adjustment is sometimes you don't know when to stop.
That's always a hard thing, isn't it? Does anyone else have trouble with that, knowing when to stop?
I feel like especially with lettering, because I'm like, oh, I'll add a shadow. Maybe the shadow needs a shadow. Before you know it, things have gotten out of hand.
Someone says, "It's poppin'."
Yeah, thank you.
That's great.
All right, so I'm going to do the same thing I've done with the last couple where I'm going to try to make that a little more pronounced.
And is that with you just dry your brush off?
So I just wash my brush, make sure there's not any pigment left on it, put a little bit of water, not too much, and then I'm kind of just pull.
Uh-oh, I'm not sure what happened there. Let me pause for a second. Sarah, we lost your volume. Oh, hold on one second. Oh, you're back. Sarah, we lost you for a
And just
second.
clean your brush off pretty frequently.
Sarah,
Make
can you
sure
hear
there's not
me?
too much water on there.
Sarah? Sarah, can you hear what I'm saying?
Just make sure you are cleaning it off often. If it starts to get where it's not really doing what you want, you probably have too much, you picked up too much pigment on your brush.
Hey, Sarah, can you hear me?
I'm not sure I understand.
Okay, I'm just going to dab some of this pigment off. Okay, I'm just going to try to blend this down a little bit. Get a little more of an even look here. But it's okay, don't worry if it's not perfect, because nature's not perfect and it'll just add to its uniqueness. All right, so pretty happy with how that's turned out. I might take a little bit more off.
Sorry, you disconnected. Just a second ago.
Thank you. That might be Josh. Thank you. Sarah, can you hear me?
You're not. She just went to.
Hold on one second, guys. We are having a few technical difficulties, but she'll jump back in and we'll pick up right where we left off. Thank you for joining us today. Internet is sometimes a little finicky, but thank you for joining us. Hope you guys are still enjoying it. We'll jump back in and get everything started. Here she is.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. We'll just fix your camera real quick. It's vertical again. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. And
Is it?
yeah, you are good. I'm going to switch back into your view. Hold on. Let's see.
Okay.
We're vertical again. If you could switch it to landscape real quick. Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know what happened. Sorry about
That's totally
that.
fine. We're right back in it. So we kind of left off right when you were painting the blue. So if you want to just go over how you filled that last mountain, how you were spreading the color.
Yep, so I put a lot more color on this one because it's the closest. And then I was doing the same thing where I was cleaning my brush and just pulling some of that color down because I want that edge to really stand out. And then I'm just blending that color down.
Oh no, we lost her again. All right, we will jump back in just a second. Sorry about the difficulties today, guys. This doesn't usually happen. We're going to get it all fixed up. Although it was looking really good, still some comments coming in. Looking good, looking awesome. Sometimes technology just does not want to work with you, but we will get it up and running in just a second, guys. If you guys are painting along, we'd love to see your work anyway. So jump in and share with us what you have started, and I'm sure we can get her video up and running again. Just give us 1 minute.
Hi, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
That is totally okay. We have you back on screen. Let's cross our fingers that we're okay.
Okay. So again, I'm just pulling this color down and trying to make that nice. Oh my God, it keeps kicking me off.
Oh, you're still on. You're good.
Oh, it doesn't show you, so I thought it was gone. I couldn't tell.
Oh no, I put you on. You're good. You're good.
Okay. Well, keep talking to me so I know you're there.
I will. And if you have a second to connect your other device, that one logged off just in case so you could hear me.
Okay. Okay, it should be logging back on.
Perfect. All right.
All right.
Perfect. Thank you, Sarah.
So we're just going to dry this last mountain. We did the same thing as before where we just pulled all that color down. And yeah. Okay. Don't have any recommendations for what we should write here?
Ooh, type some in the chat. We would love to see.
Yes, I have a word in mind, but I'm not set on anything, so we can always change it.
So while she's drying, if you guys have recommendations for some lettering today, let us know in the chat. And we're going to extend just a little bit since we had some of the technical difficulties. So we will go over just a little bit of time today.
Okay. So we are at the end where we get to do our word. And I'm using my laser level so I can plan out. And I also love to use this charcoal white by Generals to plan out stuff like this because it erases easy and it just gives you kind of an idea of where you're going to be doing your lettering. So what should we letter today on here?
We have a few suggestions. We have tranquility, peace, gratitude. Someone said disc golf.
That was probably my brother.
There's another one for peace.
Okay. I think I'll do gratitude because I started my whole lettering journey and art journey by doing my gratitude journal. So I think that's pretty suiting.
Awesome. That laser beam is so cool. It looks like it comes in handy with just like keeping things straight.
It really does. I do name lettering on TikTok and I feel like it just is, it's very helpful. So I'm just going to do a rough outline here. Okay, I don't really love that. I'm going to just start that again.
Is that a good reason to use charcoal for that?
Yeah, it brushes off easy and they have the kneadable erasers. So those are great with charcoal because it takes it right off. But I also use this when I'm doing chalkboards too. So It's great not just for stuff like this. You can pretty much use it like in any application.
Now it's hard for us to see the white on there.
I can't really see it either.
Okay, so if you kind of...
Usually I have to adjust my light to see where I've written.
So it's more of just a guide
So yes. So now it's a little darker so I can see it a little bit better. And then I'm going to use my Pentel Sign Pen, which one of my favorite pens.
Pentel Sign Pen. Is there a trick to not being afraid to mess it up as you're going?
No, I'm terrified. No, you just practice. And I think the white guide is helpful because it's erasable. So then if I had gone over, I could know, okay, so then I need to start a little more that way. Or letter a little smaller. And you can always erase it and keep going until you have an outline that you're happy with.
Practice makes perfect.
It does.
I feel like we should all be holding our breath for this moment here.
Luckily, I've lettered this word many times, probably more than any other word. So at least there's that.
You make it look so seamless and easy. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And don't forget, if you guys are enjoying this, Sarah has a mini workshop coming up on December 21st at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And then from there, you can add a shadow if you want. Just something light. And I'm just using a really light gray Tombow pen. So just make your word pop a little bit more.
Do you have to think about where you're placing it as you're adding the shadow?
Yes. So I'm doing my shadows as if the light was here, but some people do it. I've never done it with the light over there. I'm kind of scared that way because I'm so used to this way. So I'm doing it on all the sides, I guess the inner sides and the sides to the right, and then like a tiny bit on the bottom. Let me turn that off. And that's definitely something that takes practice too. The first time I did a shadow, I was very scared. And it took a while to get comfortable with them.
So it's all about practice and just jumping in and doing it.
Yep. So that is the final piece. And then you can peel your tape off, which is always satisfying.
Yeah, we have the tape reveal. Awesome.
And this tape seriously it works wonders.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the mini workshop as well?
Yes. So the mini workshop, I'm going to be teaching more about calligraphy and lettering. It's going to be the same word 3 different ways. So the first one we're going to do is going to be just some simple blending with 2 different colors. Then we're going to go into something a little more intricate, which is ribbon letters. And we'll do the first one like this with the downstroke black and the upstroke metallic. We're going to do one more lettering. It's going to be the same word, but it's going to be, the downstroke will be regular watercolors blended and the upstroke will be black. So it'll be the opposite of the way that this ribbon lettering is set up.
Those look so beautiful.
I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun.
And so you can take the background like what we did today and prepare and then add the lettering that you learned from the mini workshop with Sarah to your piece.
Yes, absolutely.
So we can open up for our Q&A now. If you guys have any questions or anything you'd like to ask Sarah, please type them into the chat. I'm also going to post our survey for today's demo. We'd love to hear from you guys, and we love to see what we can improve on or what we can do better for these workshops. So we'd love to hear from you. There's already comments coming in. So beautiful, very nice demo. Grab a
Oh,
spot in
thank
that mini
you.
workshop. They go pretty quick. So December 21st at 2 p.m. Sarah, can you tell us why you got started in calligraphy, or how did you decide to get started?
So I started doing a gratitude journal, and I got a free journal. I got like an extra journal, and then they were like, write this review and we'll send you some brush pens. So I'm like, okay, that sounds awesome. And they sent me the brush pens, and I've never stopped since then. And then I started doing, I got a pointed pen for Christmas. I started learning about that. And then I did the 100-day project, and that was pretty much it for me.
That sounds awesome. It's really neat to see your technique and everything come together in the end. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much. This has been so fun.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us as well today. I'm going to give them another minute to just type in any questions, but there's so many comments coming in that say, so beautiful, Sarah, love them all.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's really great to have all your comments in here as well. Thank you guys for joining us, and we hope you sign up for that mini workshop. It's going to be amazing. It's on December 21st at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you for being here today. We love the demonstration, Sarah. Is there
Yes,
anything else you want to finish up and tell everybody today?
I just am so excited to everybody that has joined. I'm so excited to be able to share all these techniques and this artwork with you. And I really hope that you'll join me for my mini workshop, because it's going to be a lot of fun.
We already have people saying they're going to jump in and sign up. Yay!
Yay!
All right, I'm going to go back to your beautiful artwork one more time and help you all have a wonderful day. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Thank you.